Hello, everyone. It's me, Nicole Robson, and today I came to encourage you all because usually I encourage other people so I can encourage myself, and that's really how I live. I love to encourage people, and when I'm going through something, then I know for sure there are other people going through something that's probably something worse than what I'm going through. So I came to talk about the wilderness today. And basically, what the wilderness is your trial. You know, we're going through this trial, we're walking through the wilderness, and we're trying to see when are we going to get out of the wilderness? When is it going to be over? Those are some questions that we usually ask God when we're praying. When is it going to be over? Why me? How long is it going to take? It feels like I've been going through this forever, right? I know I do the same thing. I'm not, I'm not perfect. I'm definitely not perfect and I do the same things all the time. Sometimes I just want to know when is it going to be over? But it's important to understand that everyone has a wilderness. Everyone has trials. We're all going to have trials. It's not something that you can just wish away because they are a part of the process. We all have a purpose, a spiritual purpose here on earth, that needs to be fulfilled. So in order for that to be fulfilled, we have to go through trials. And I don't know if any of you have ever read my blog post about understanding the purpose in your pain. Is where I really talk about the different ways that trials benefit us because they make us stronger, they give us wisdom, they allow us to help somebody because usually when we go through trials, they're not really for us. And that's one thing, another thing that we have to look at is not really for us. It's usually for somebody else because we have to go through things in order for somebody else to be able to go through them. And Jesus did the same thing for us. He died so that we could have life. He went through everything that we were going to go through so that he could be an example of how to handle that situation. So when we read the Bible and we're like, man, this is really speaking to me. Man, I really feel like the Bible is speaking to me. That's because Jesus went through all of that already so that he can help us through it. When we need guidance, we need strength, he already went through it so he can help us. So here, God uses us on earth to go through things so that we can help somebody else. Because we're going to go through it and we're not going to understand, but then we're going to start meeting people. And then it'll all start to click because I'll be like, man, I went through that too. And it doesn't mean that we should say, man, we went through it too and keep walking away from the person. We have to share our stories. We have to be able to open up and say, you know what, I've been through that. I know you've been through that too, and I can help you. And maybe just by sharing your story, you can help someone. You don't always have to give advice, but you can help someone. As a life coach, I help a lot of people, and I have been blessed to be able to help people, go through things that I have been through because I understand what they're going through, and I really feel like God has called me to be a life coach, and it is one of my passions. It's something that I love to do. I just light up, and I'm not even the same when I'm coaching. It just feels like God just takes over, and I love it so much. Anyway, back to the wilderness. One thing when we were planning the From Pain to Purpose conference last year, one thing that God spoke to me about was the process. And He said to me that we get frustrated with the process because we don't understand that it's for a purpose. I'm going to say that again. We get frustrated with the process because we don't understand that it's for a purpose. The wilderness is the process. We get frustrated with it. But it's important to embrace the wilderness. Embrace it and say, Lord, I know you have put me here for a reason. I know you're going to help me through this. I know you're going to give me strength. Whenever I need it, I know you got me. And know that God is empowering you and strengthening you and giving you wisdom so you can help somebody else. Because you have a purpose. Everything that you have went through in life is preparing you and has prepared you for your purpose. Some of you all have a purpose and you're not even walking in it because you don't believe it. You don't believe in yourself. and you think that you're going through all this stuff because God is mad at you and that you've done so much wrong in your life. But that's not what it is. God is using you. He wants to use you. You have a purpose. That's why you're going through all this stuff. Because you have a purpose. It's not because he's mad at you or because you did so much wrong in your life. Because it's somebody out there who's doing the same things that you did, and they need you. They need you, so you have to let God use you. So I'm gonna cut this video off and make it short because sometimes I go too long, so I'm making it short. But I just want you to process that and understand your wilderness.